Hi friends, I welcome you today. It is March the 7th, Virgo Full Moon, and I am Virgo in the sun, in the moon, and the Venus, and the Mercury, so it is a big deal for me. Wanted to bring some cards out, and I choose the cards that I bring intuitively, but now that I'm putting together that it's the Virgo Full Moon, it makes sense why I chose this deck. This is the Sacred Earth Oracle, and Virgo is an earth sign, and this just felt right. There's just beautiful colors on it and all of the good stuff earth related. So let's see how I'm gonna put these. So I'm gonna do a little card drawing real quick because it just feels like fun today. If I can find a spot on the table where I don't have a bowl or another object, another tool. I'm gonna shuffle a couple times. This is just how I pull cards. So again, being Virgo, I like systems. I'm not one of those just shuffle and let cards pop out kind of dealer. I like to actually shuffle 3 times and cut my deck before picking off the top. So these only have one word on them, so I'm going to have to look at the book because I don't know them intimately enough. The 3 words are absence, as in missing, magnetism, as in drawing closer to you, and stretch. Just using those words and looking at the photographs, it feels as though we are going to let some stuff go, create what I would call a void. We're going to attract some things into that empty space, fill the void with whatever the intentions are. I know that's more of a new moon thing, but this feels like a very potent month for a lot of people. I'm not an astrologist, but I do listen to them. So March 2023 feels like a big month for a lot of people. And so then we're going to stretch. So just using the cards without looking up the meanings in the book, I would say that with today's practice, we will dig and find some things to let go of. You may already know what that is, you may not. We're going to then create a void when we let things go. We're going to fill that void with the things we will draw to ourselves, setting our intentions, the magnetism, the manifestation. And then from that place, we are going to expand and stretch. That's the 3rd word. So that's the message as it comes in today and pertaining to this session. I do want to see if anything else comes up regarding the meanings in the book. So this book has 3 separate meanings. There is an earthly meaning, a spiritual meaning, and the insights that they bring in. Excuse me. The earthly meaning for absence. Absence makes the soul grow stronger. The absence of agenda, stress, or the desire to wear a mask is required so you can be fully present once more. However, it is not what is present, but what is missing that needs attention. Rather than fighting what you don't want, put your energy into what you do want, but first rest. Constant illumination brings burnout. So that feels good in terms of what I was saying before. I know I was saying we're gonna dig out the things to let go of. That's kind of a full moon symbol. But the part that hits for me is it's not what is present, but what is missing that needs attention. Rather than fighting what you don't want, put your energy into what you do want. So looking at what is missing from your life in, the belief structure of manifestation, you're going to be creating more of that. What you put your focus on is what is going to expand and stretch and grow. So when we focus on what we lack, we are then manifesting the energy of lack. versus the energy of abundance, which is what we really intend to fill the void with. So that is, I feel like, in alignment with the overarching message that I'm feeling. And because I picked the earthly meaning, I'm going to stick with the earthly meaning throughout so that there's not contradictions. Magnetism was the card. Attraction of opposites. Being involved in a situation against better judgment. Feeling somehow responsible for something that was out of your control. Generate a positively charged self. Okay, this is just a bunch of listings of possibilities. Okay, let me read a moment. Attraction of opposites is the first thing that it said. Sticking again with the earthly meaning, I kind of want to expand into the insight. That's not hitting at all. So attraction of opposites, that is kind of the thing that flows with what I was saying in the first card. We think that we are attracting abundance even though we're feeling in lack, by saying I want money, or I want love, or I want a bigger house, or I want. You're creating the experience of wanting more rather than the actual I am, those present statements as if something is true. So this for me is the meaning of the message is attracting of opposites. You're actually attracting the opposite of what it is that you think you want, or that you think that you are attracting by saying I want. And then the last one was stretch. I'm glad these are in alphabetical order. Sometimes they are not, which doesn't make sense in my Virgo brain. Okay. Again, this is a more, at first I was thinking this was going to read a little bit more like a message, and it reads a little bit more like statements that don't always jive with the one before it. Reach out beyond the shade, out of the comfort of darkness, and step into light. Holding yourself back is counterintuitive. Stretch yourself little by little, grow strong, and live. Okay. I still feel like what my original choice statement was, it's true. I will alter and say that it is the absent thing. When you're focusing on it, you're magnetizing more of that, and that's not the way you want to go. So we want to focus on the thing that you want. Let me back up and rephrase, because that's semantics there. You want to focus on, so what you're attracting. this is a little bit of a mind work. What you're attracting, what you want to attract, is the thing that you have to reframe. And I think that is coming through for me, especially. It has been hard, I'm not kidding, over these last few months for me to come out of the fog of postpartum. Not that I'm going to be out of it necessarily soon, but I'm 7 months out from the birth of Landon, and I still feel like this cloud around me, like I can't do the things that I want to do, and that I'm sputtering along. Like I want to do things, but I can't, because it's not in flow. Like just straight up, like it's just not in flow. So you haven't seen me as present on social media, save for some stories here and there, because it's not in flow with me to do that. I need to be present with my son. If I try to shift focus and focus on work and not be present with him, then I get super disrupted by the constant, his needs. And then I feel resentful and angry that he's interrupting me when I'm in this other, trying to be in this creative flow, right? So it's just not in flow for me to be on social media right now and to be creative in the ways that I was before. Okay, and so focusing on what I want to be doing is work, right? But then, anyway, I feel like I'm kind of doing a reading more for myself than for you. Hopefully this lands in some way. We're going to focus today, I'm just going to wrap it up, on the thing that you want. So if it is that you need to that you're needing more money in your life, just as like a basic need, fundamental need, or I need power. There's a lot of people here in Kentucky without power because we had windstorms on Friday. So this is Tuesday. Sorry, this is Tuesday, and they've been out of power since Friday night. So think about the thing that you are desiring, and we're going to fill the void that is there, the feeling of lack, with the I am statement. And if you can't embrace the I am statement because it feels in contradiction to what is reality for you right now. So if you're not in a loving marriage, for example, saying I am in a loving marriage feels completely false, and that's not really helpful. But instead of saying the thing that just doesn't feel true to you, you can say I am love. I am loved. Because even though it may not be true in the context of your marriage, the way that you are wanting to bring into being, into reality, into manifest, you are loved. That is a true statement. Even if it's just somebody in your family, a dear friend, your children, you are loved, okay? And this is something, just as a side note, it popped into my head that I had to do myself with my birth, with Landon and Emma. Those are both what I would call home birth cesareans. It is a birth that I planned to happen outside of the hospital, and I had to transfer for very plausible reasons, and I ended up with a surgical birth. And it hurt so badly for me that it has taken years and months, depending on which birth you're looking at, for me to kind of reframe it. So reframing how you see your current reality may be the way that you can that you can get past what you perceive to be as false. Let me give you an example. I used to say that I didn't give birth to my kids because it didn't feel true to me. And whether you believe that that was true for me or not is irrelevant. I didn't feel like I gave birth to my kids because it was a surgical birth. It was a cesarean. So what I had to do was find a way to look at their birth and to feel that I gave birth, so that I could say I gave birth to my kids. And the way that I did that was by finally realizing that I was the portal through which their soul came into being. And without me, they would not be here. Okay? That when they came in, their little bodies grew inside of me. Regardless of how they came out of me, they went through the portal of me to come into this lifetime. And for that, I can be on board with I gave birth, because I gave birth to their souls through my body, regardless of which way they came out of me. So finding a way for you to think the thing that you are lacking right now is actually not a lack, it's actually something that you already have, or reframing it in a way where you're like, okay, I can get on board with that. I am loved. Maybe not in the context of marriage the way that I want to be loved, but I am loved. And starting there. And then we'll go into the stretch and expand that, where maybe we can then get more specific, change the vibration just enough to start changing the external world around us, because it starts in. Okay, I've taken a lot of your time talking. Let's get started. That was really loud. Okay. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. If you're walking or doing dishes or some sort of other activity, just take a moment, pause where you are, and breathe with me in through the nose, out through the mouth. I want you to draw in your power. Exhale. See it settle into your body, calling it back. If you're lying down, sitting, or otherwise doing something that's not operating heavy machinery, you can close your eyes and focus on the breath. Focus on the rise and fall of your chest, of your belly. how it feels to sink deeper into whatever surface that you're standing, sitting, or laying on. Getting centered, bringing into focus now, into the awareness, what it is that you are going to use this full moon session, this full moon in March 2023 to manifest. It is an abundant thing. It just feels like whatever it is for you, it is some aspect of abundance. It might be money, love, relationships, career. Okay. So I'm going to start playing. You don't have to watch me at all. Just keep breathing. Feeling sense of anxiety, you have things to do, things that are swirling around you at this moment. I want you to envision there to be like a force field around you. It starts off very close to your body. With the next exhale that you take, that force field expands and pushes away those anxious thoughts a little farther from you. They'll be there when you come back. You don't need them right now. Mental exercise today. I want you to think about all the ways in which you are abundant right now. Meaning, what do you have plenty of right now? Help you. Maybe this is a bit of a challenge. Look around the space that you are in and find something that you have plenty of. Lots of blankets on my bed. I have lots of pillows on my couch. I have lots of dirty dishes in the sink. I have lots of crystals. I have lots of candles. I have lots of bills because I can afford to pay them. I have plenty of food in my pantry and my refrigerator. I have plenty of vitamins, supplements, essential oils to keep me healthy and strong. I have plenty of technology to keep me connected. I have plenty of people who care about me. Right now, I want you to think of 3 people that you know without a doubt who care about you deeply. And in your mind, I want you to say their name and followed by cares for me deeply or loves me. If you come up with more than 3, awesome. I want you to say to those people who love you, thank you. I love you too. Think of all those in your life that you have to love. I have an abundance of people to love. Think of the space around you outside, the trees, the flowers, all of the things that grow in nature that you appreciate deeply. This also may be a place in your mind. Send that place love because you are a source of love. Someone that you know in your life, or someone through social media, even if you don't know them personally, that you have heard is struggling, or someone that you know is struggling, someone personal to you. And because you are a fountain of abundance and love, I want you to hold that person in your mind's eye and project love to them. Send them loving thoughts. Imagine them enveloped in a beautiful blush pink light. Think or say, I send you love. I send you grace. I love you. Now I wish for you to turn to yourself. Perhaps you're looking at yourself in the mirror, or perhaps you're looking at a younger version of yourself, your inner child. And I want you to send yourself that same love and grace that you just sent to someone else. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of abundance. I am enough. I do enough. I have enough. You can say it again to yourself. You are loved. You are abundance. You have enough strength to get through this and more. Let's come back to your original intention for today's session. Repeat to yourself any mantra or intention that you thought of at the beginning. I am abundant. I am enough. I am loved. We're going to anchor that in. And I want you to see those words turn into a swirl of white light and sparkles or glow. And I want you to watch it enter the crown of your head. Inhale and fill your third eye. Exhale. Fill up your throat. Inhale, fill up your heart. Exhale, fill up your stomach, your solar plexus. Inhale. sacral. And exhale it out through the root, down and into the earth, into the space where you reside. If you are not in the space where you wish to anchor this energy, then visualize that space right now. I think I'm going to choose my bedroom as a place where that is anchored because I spend so much time there, but you may choose a different space. And then I want you to feel that light come back up into the root, into the sacral, into the solar plexus, into the heart. And from the heart, I want to see you expand it in all directions, above, below, around you. Your heart is the center of a massive ball of energy that is not only completely encompassing your body and your energy, it is expanding outward to encompass the building that you may be in, the neighborhood. Expand it even further. It encompasses the city or town, the state, or province, or country. It keeps going. Because you are connected to all things. You are abundant in every way. Because you are connected to abundance, which never stops flowing. You're going to absorb all the abundance you can from this very large space. And then very rapidly, I want you to shrink it back down into the space that surrounds you. You have gathered all the abundance and love of others. It is now in your heart space, where it will continue to grow and give you positive outcomes. With one hand on your heart and the other on your belly, I want you to take 3 deep breaths with me again. And whenever you're ready, open your eyes. I hope that was beneficial to you. I feel that it was to me. And I will see you again next month. I love you.